So tell me more about tonight, though. So after the entertainment center got dropped on him?
I don't even know if the TV did get dropped on him. I know it hit me, but I threw it at him, but I missed. I don't really remember all the stuff with the TV. I blacked out part of it. I just remember me throwing the TV and missing, and him throwing it at me and throwing it at me and hitting me. I don't remember what hit me.
What did Bobby do to Harsono?
Welcome to 8MC Investigations. We put out videos like this every week, so if you are a fan of consistent content, consider subscribing. I would like to give a shout out to all of our members. Thank you for the support to keep this channel going. We will be putting a lot of extras on our Patreon as well for those interested in more of a deep dive into some of these cases. The link is in the description below. The best way to support this channel is to like and subscribe. It is free, it's easy, and it really does help the channel a lot. Okay, enough rambling, let's get into it. June 4th, 2017, Aurora, Colorado. When neighbors called 911 after hearing a disturbance in the apartment next door, police arrive on the scene to find 61-year-old Indonesian man Harsono Harsono bleeding profusely on the floor. Harsono was Brad Baker's host home provider. There was a, quote, scene of destruction around him, end quote. The furniture overturned, blood spatter on the walls and the floor. Harsono was taken to the hospital but later succumbed to his injuries. Neighbors said that Brad Baker, the subject of this video, was seen leaving in Harsono's van with another person, later learning that that person was 24-year-old Bobby Chapman. If you missed Bobby's interrogation, the link is in the description below. It's definitely worth watching. Here's the first interrogation of Brad Baker. But first, let us have a moment of silence for the victim in this case.
Like stuff that I started, but it was stuff like staff at treatment centers said called, you know, that like you don't know. They have hot codes like and hospital codes, but they had different codes. I don't really. They had weird names for all of them. Like it wasn't like code brown or code blue or code yellow. Like I don't know, but like a bunch of people would go after staff in the night and they just blame random people. So I got to blame. Like, people. Sorry, I was in my room sleep, and a lot of times I was out there. Cause like the units had to be evacuated because there was a danger on campus, whatever it is they call it now, I don't know. But like, and they literally had to have eyes on all of us at the same time, and I was one of the people that got blamed. And that's the first time I ever went to juvie. But I was big back then, fat and chubby. I was fat when I was being chubby. No, really emaciated and anorexic, ribs showing, to being fat at 10. To losing a bunch of weight right before 9th grade and being on the basketball team to being fat again. That sucks. That just sucks. It's not like I'm old. I still have energy to freaking go to the gym. But that's why I was trying to get a gym membership for like Planet Fitness or like 24-hour fitness or something like that.
Be right back, man.
Okay.
Brad? Hi.
Hello.
My name is Tara. I'm an investigator here with Arapahoe County.
Okay.
Do you want a glass of water or anything?
And they wanted me to ask you if I could get out of the handcuffs or something.
Okay.
I'm in a little bit of pain, but I'll lay my hands on my lap and...
Okay. Let me check on that. I'm just going to grab one other thing and then I'm going to come in and chat with you.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yeah, it works.
Okay, perfect.
I prefer to talk to a female anyway.
I'll see you.
I'm not having nothing against you, officer. I'm just saying I've had stronger relationship with females. Just I have nothing against you though. You know what I'm saying. You don't do everything. You are just now getting to know me, but yeah. I have nothing against male officers or anything, but I just, yeah.
It's okay, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sorry. I'll stop talking.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just scared for something like... I don't know why I'm scared. Just being in here. Yeah. Wait, is that styrofoam?
Sure is.
Damn. I thought that was like bricks, but then I saw the cuts in there.
Yeah, it's just styrofoam.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, yeah. I just looked at random parts of it, but then I looked at that and yeah. I'm trying to calm down. I did a good job from where I was. I was flipping out. Like,
Yeah.
Seriously, all the pain's gonna go away if I could get these off. Yeah, I'm fucking so tired. And I'm twitching because I have a twitch disorder. And I shake in my sleep. And sometimes I sleepwalk and get stuff out of the fridge too.
Oh, yeah?
So I brought you some water.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, here's a scoop. Are you going to be cool with me?
I'll be fine, I promise.
Okay.
I would
So,
never lay hands on a female. That's messed up. I'm not.
well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. So I'll go ahead and take you out of cuffs, and we'll just sit here and have a conversation and go with it from there. How's that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, stay.
Good.
Oh.
Keep that hand up.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. I'm almost falling over there. Sorry. My leg. I've been walking all day and my legs are trembling. And
Yeah. See that?
can I do
That
that?
happens when you get your steps in,
Put it
huh?
in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And there's some water if you need some water.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Brad, what's your last name?
Baker.
And date of birth? It's just kind of like a technical thing that we have to do. So I'm just going to read you Miranda rights, and we'll go through that, and we'll see if you understand what we're doing, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you in a court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before you are questioned and to have him present with you during any questioning. If you want a lawyer but cannot afford to hire a lawyer will be appointed to represent you before you are questioned and to be with you during any questioning. If you decide to start answering questions, you will still have the right to stop answering questions and also the right to talk to a lawyer at any time.
Okay.
Do you understand all those?
Yeah, I do.
Do you have any questions about those?
No.
Okay. So,
I went through this, but not for anything close to this.
okay.
I've talked about with these questions before.
Okay. So, you're saying that you understand all your rights.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you, you understand your above rights and you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to answer some questions right now?
Yeah, I can.
Do you want a lawyer, or are you willing to talk to me without a lawyer?
I can talk to you without a lawyer, but if I can talk to you without a lawyer, but if I do have to go to court, I want a lawyer for court.
For court. Do you want to talk to me right here
Yeah,
without a lawyer?
yes, I can talk to you without a lawyer here. I'm fine.
Okay.
I don't need a lawyer here right now.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So, Brad, where do you live at?
I was living in a host home. Blood covered surrounding all around him.
Okay.
And I ran in there. Like, people have been sending death threats. Like, he's literally had to be printing out papers of criminals in the neighborhood just to make sure I'm safe. Like, he's had me. Like, he's like a father to me. Like,
Is this your what do you call him?
we call him, his name's Harsono, and his last name is also Harsono.
Harsono Harsono?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's Indonesian.
And he's your keeper?
He was taking care of me, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's back up. What happened? What were you doing today?
We were at the mall. We were trying to get money from CNC because like we do surveys and stuff. We were getting money and we didn't get money, so weed's legal anyway.
So who is we?
No, marijuana.
Weed. Oh, you were trying to get weed today?
Yeah, and we got it for free and we have to pay the guy back on the first when I got my check. We were going to do that. And then we went to the bar. I drank a Jim Beam, but it was like that much. It wasn't enough to get me drunk, and I wasn't like having messed up thoughts or anything.
Okay.
Okay.
So since I wasn't there with you today,
Yeah.
can we back up?
Yeah, back up from the beginning of the day.
Right. So what time did you get up today?
These bruises on my hand. I got up first thing in the morning to go get splints. I don't know what happened. Bobby had to take go bad, so I let him use the splints to wipe his butt. Yeah, and I almost threw it. Sorry, I stopped. Yeah, but like I had a splint and metal thing that went across my finger. The tape was sticking to my hand. It was uncomfortable.
And that was this morning?
So Harsono first we went to the Dollar Tree, and they didn't really have any of the good stuff. So we went to 99 and above store, and we got this like wrap with like you can wrap it around. They had those little metal pieces that you poke into there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to a Chinese buffet. I threw up in the bathroom because I ate too much. Yeah, I have a bad gag reflex. I threw up at having the flashbacks and panic attack after I saw that. But I'm not going to. Yeah.
Was that for Chinese for lunch?
I didn't throw up in the car from that. I threw up in the bathroom. But I was having flashbacks after I saw that the house. I threw up all over the vehicle while he was driving.
Okay. So you had Chinese for lunch today?
Yeah, but it was out of my system by the time we were in the car.
Okay. So what did you do this afternoon?
I came back. I had a key from the apartment, so I was gonna come back in, and Bobby left his wallet, and we had no way to get in there because the gate locks. And he didn't know where he placed it. He used the bathroom. We went outside on the back patio to smoke a cigarette because I had owed him because he bought me shoes and a backpack and a hat. So I gave him some cigarettes, a full pack of cigarettes.
And this is Bobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he here?
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, I wasn't sure. I thought I heard his voice, but I don't know. But I bought him cigarettes, and I got the sandwiches and the burritos that were in the fridge.
And this is at your apartment?
Yeah, and this was before we even left. And
who was in the apartment with you?
what?
Who was at the apartment?
It
with
was
you?
just me and Harsono, but Bobby was going to move in with us, and now.
So today, when you went home after lunch,
I didn't go back home after lunch.
You didn't
I
go
was
home.
out the whole time.
okay.
Like.
So whose apartment were you smoking cigarettes at?
Oh no! We didn't go out for lunch. We had the burritos. Harsono made the sandwich and burritos himself in the house.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't go out to eat though.
So was it you and Harsono at home?
Yeah, and then Bobby wanted to come talk to me because he's like a brother to me, and we've always had each other's backs and everything, and what was I gonna say? Sorry, I'm tired. I can't.
That's okay.
What was I saying?
You said that you went and got the sandwiches out of the fridge.
Oh yeah, and then I left with those. I got my sun tanning lotion and my baby powder just in case we got sunburn or had like a road rash on between our legs or something. 'Cause I know I get sweat rashes because I'm fat, and I also had some hair gel because I was using the hair gel as aloe vera because I didn't have any. But it's practically the same thing, but without all the other ingredients. And the hair gel has other stuff added, but the hair gel that has kind of like aloe vera.
Okay.
So I was using that on my, just in case we were out and I got another sweat rash, I was going to put it on there, and the baby powder and all that. But get off that subject. Like we took it out, we went out. Harsono gave me $1.30. 1 second. 4 quarters, another quarter and a nickel, which is $1.30. I said I was a student. And I wasn't really a student, but I said I was a student just to get on for cheaper because we didn't have enough money. But, what was I going to say? And we got on there.
Where'd you get on?
We got on the 83L, went all the way to 9 Mile. The 9 Mile to Center Point. We were going to do the,
Did you get on the light rail? Is that what you're saying? Or
no,
a bus?
no bus, RTD bus.
Okay.
And we were on the 83L, which has an RTD bus that heads right from my apartment all the way to 9 Mile. We took 9 Mile, we took the 135, no, we didn't just go straight to Center Point. We took this 139 all the way, because we didn't want to wait for the 135 that went right by Smoky Hill Chambers. So we went to the 139, which stops like 2 streets before. And then, I'm trying to think everything that happened today.
That's okay, take your time.
It's hard. Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, and the second bus was where the guy gave us the weed. Yeah. He was just for free, but I was going to pay him out of my money because Bobby gave me the backpack and shoes and hat. And the hat got stolen the same day, so since my hat got stolen and he bought it himself, I was going to help him. I was going to pay him because I don't like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's a bro thing. We went all the way from there on the second bus to Center Point. They weren't doing the surveys. But before we smoked weed in between all the places, all the bus stops though.
Okay.
And we went inside the mall. He had to use the bathroom.
Which mall did you go to?
We went to the Aurora, like the Center Point Mall, right across from the bus stop.
Okay.
And we went to McDonald's, got something to drink, because we got some cash. No, like, what was I going to say? And we got some water with some water cups. What was I going to say? And, I'm trying to think.
You're okay.
I'm trying to think of every last detail, and it's so hard. Because then you have to, and from the last bus stop we took, before we came back to the house on the bus, we went to the bar. They played pool. They were going to play for Bloody Marys, but they lost. So nobody drank any alcohol. I chugged like that much of Jim Beam, but I wasn't drunk at all.
What bar did you go to?
McCarthy's off of Smoky Hill Chambers, because we were going to hit the bus right after that, because Harsono said it was time for me to come home. He called Bobby because my phone was off, and he called Bobby and told him that it's time to come home. So Bobby paid for me a bus ticket. Anyway, he didn't pay for it. Like, the little, you probably don't know about buses, but there's like these free tickets that you slide in there, kind of like a dollar bill, and it gives you a transfer. It's like a freebie. We used one of those, and that was for the last one. I had to use 2 of those today.
What time did Harsono call you?
It wasn't me that he called. I don't know what time it was.
Oh, he called Bobby though.
Yeah, my phone was off.
Okay.
I wasn't like checking the phone. I wasn't like freaking out or nothing because
Was it this evening?
It was late at night.
Okay.
The cops got there like like an hour and a half after it had already happened.
Okay.
I forgot we were driving because we were lost.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you took the bus, and where did you go with the bus after you left the bar?
We went to the bar, back to the house.
Okay.
And I had a key to the house. And when I got there, it was all quiet, and I was just thinking it was every normal day. He's just sleeping in his room, and because he keeps the door unlocked, and that's one of the reasons why I kept telling him to freaking lock the door, because I already had the feeling something bad was gonna happen, and because people have been sending death threats to both of us, and like Facebook's been hacked. My phone was hacked. I had to reset my phone and re-put in the email. And people were sending death threats to my girlfriends and to my friends. And they were also saying shit to my mom and sister. And that's the reason why and they blocked me because of it. But what was I going with that? What was I talking about?
So you got home after the bar.
So I'm tired. Sorry.
That's okay. You're fine.
Oh, after the bar, we went straight there, and I went to go sit on the couch, and then I looked in front of me and I saw all that, and I touched all the stuff. I didn't know that's bad on my part, but I was trying to see if there was any evidence of anybody.
What did you see?
There was a broken entertainment center. The TV was thrown. There was chairs broken everywhere. The lamp was broken. I got glass in my hand trying to pick up the lamp. And I'm trying not to cry anymore. I'm trying.
Okay, we got tissues.
He was like my grandpa.
Who?
Harsono. He was like.
Was he home?
He was home, but he wasn't like, he was dead.
What do you mean he was dead?
He was. What I was trying to say is there was entertainment centers broken, chairs broken, the TV thrown, there was pots and pans thrown, and there was a puddle of blood and sorry. Sorry.
That's okay.
I mean, serious. Like, if I would have fucking had him pick us up and not told him to wait, that would have never happened. I would have been straight out there in the house, and if anything went down, me and Bobby would have been there.
So Bobby was with you when you went back to the house?
Yeah, because he forgot his wallet.
Okay. Okay, so Harsono was on the floor?
Yeah, and his bus tickets were in my pocket. We used them all. Not pocket, my backpack.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I say pocket?
That's
I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not in the right headspace. I'm sorry. And,
So you saw the apartment a mess?
yeah, I looked around and I saw his body laying on there. I don't know what was happening, but he had marks all over his hands, and it looked like he was trying to stop somebody from doing something. And I'm not a cop or anything, but I've tried studying this shit because I used to want to be a cop, and so it looks like he had marks all over his hands, like for real, like all over, and like I didn't really touch him all that much. Like I just was checking to see all what was happened, and I don't know why I did that. That's stupid on my part because I'm not like trained in it, but I tried.
Okay, what were you checking for?
I was trying to make sure the people that left there, like if they left their wallet or like an ID or.
Were you checking him for that stuff?
No. I was checking to see if the people that did that stuff was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think Harsono's dead?
I don't know. He was on the ground, not moving. He was snoring, but he wasn't moving at all.
Okay.
I don't know if he was snoring, but he was making a snoring noise when he was laying on the ground.
Okay.
I don't know what that's from.
Did you go anywhere else in the apartment?
I didn't go in my room. I just left.
And where did you go?
We went all the way to his host providers. She was going to kick him out, and Harsono was going to let him move in there, because Harsono's like a fatherly figure to him, too. And like...
Who is that, Bobby?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been my brother, for a long time.
Okay. So you and Bobby, what did Bobby do when you guys were at the apartment?
He was freaking out, more than me at first, but then I started shutting down, and I got way worse than he was. He calmed down when we got in the car. I was freaking out when we were in the car on our way here and when the cops came.
What car?
In the van. Harsono was dead, and we didn't have a ride or anything. Everybody was asleep, and we didn't have money for buses. The bus ticket was, yeah. And I feel terrible for taking his car, but yes, we took his car. And that's the only way we could have got out of the gate, besides hopping the fence.
Okay. So where did you go?
We sat right by his host provider's house. And I'm not sure if she called the cops or what, but yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she's kind of stingy.
Okay.
I don't know what you would call it, like paranoid and all that. Like, he got money from CNC, like $10, and he had like $30 or something left from his Social Security,
Okay.
plus an extra money. So
Gotcha. So, Brad, you and Bobby have been friends a long time.
yeah,
Okay.
for not a long time, but we clicked just like that. We've been bros since last year.
Okay. What happened to your arms, and what's all this from?
That's from the stuff they had on my arm, the handcuffs, the glass that was from the lamp, and this is from dirt from walking.
Okay.
And this is from yesterday when I punched the pool when I was outside just trying to impress girls, and they thought I was retarded though.
Okay.
That was bad.
That'll hurt.
Yeah,
That'll hurt.
and I had to go.
What's up here, though?
I cut myself. I self-harm.
Okay.
I have them all over my arms, old ones and new ones.
Okay. But you're super red. You look like you've been scratching.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. No, I wasn't scratching. I was cuffed the whole time.
Okay. No, before you were cuffed, did you?
It might have been nerves, maybe. Sometimes when my nerves go, I don't even notice I'm doing it. It's not like anything bad. I space out.
Okay. So, Brad, do you know what? Do you know why
I
we're
don't have
here?
blackouts or nothing. I don't have I just because of my ADHD,
Okay.
I space out.
Okay. Do you know why we're here?
Because all the stuff that went down,
Yeah.
and have to be asked questions.
Right. And I'm trying to figure out what happened to Harsono.
It got to me. I've seen some trauma, and I have severe PTSD since I was little.
Okay. And I can't imagine what you went through at the apartment. I can't. I just don't know. You know, I feel for you.
Just being in an apartment makes me want to fucking put a bullet in my brain. It's for not saying no.
Do you know what happened to Harsono?
I don't know. He was printing out people's freaking criminals. People were doing sketchy stuff at the apartments and looking at them funny and giving them weird looks and talking underneath their breath and stuff.
Was Harsono upset with you this evening because you weren't home on time?
No, he never gets upset.
He
He called the cops once, but it wasn't because he was upset. He thought it was in danger. He had my back. He wasn't mad. Sorry.
So my understanding is Harsono, okay, he badly injured, yes. I don't know his condition.
I don't know if he's alive or dead. Hope he's alive. If
And
he makes it.
But what I'm worried about is what really went on in the apartment. And I think you have a lot more to tell me. And I think it would be good for you to get it off your chest.
I have went after him, but I never laid my hands on him. I didn't literally go after him, charge after him before. That's one of the reasons why I went to the Aurora. What does it say? Aurora South Hospital. I was on an in-one hold for having suicidal thoughts. I wasn't having homicidal thoughts. That's why the cops put me in in-one hold. And they took my clothes. And I threw a lamp through the wall and punched a hole in the door, but I would never hurt him.
I don't think you would ever hurt him intentionally.
I wouldn't hurt him physically either.
So what happened tonight, Brad? Talk to me. Tell me what really happened.
I'm
Because
serious.
you and I know that that's not the truth.
It is.
What if I told you I know that it's not the truth?
How do you know that?
So that's my job. And I'm not angry with you. I'm really not. But I think there's a lot more, and I think it would feel so much better to get it off your chest.
No, what are you talking about?
I can see you're hurting. What
I thought
really
I was
happened?
done crying.
What's that?
I thought I was done crying.
That's okay.
Oh.
Talk to me about what happened when you and Bobby went back to the apartment.
And the only reason there was blood on my shoes is I stepped in the carpet. And that's why the blood's on my pants right here, because the shoe touched them.
Did Bobby ever touch Harsono?
No, I don't think he did. I don't know. I left out because I was starting to freak out. I just told him to look for the keys. Give me the keys. I need to go in the van for a moment and get into the air conditioner. I didn't know what happened.
Did something... So, Bobby had blood all over his clothes as well.
Yeah.
So, tell me how that would have gotten there.
I don't know. Maybe when I left out, he lifted them up. I don't know. I wasn't in the house. I was outside waiting. I don't know what. I don't know. He was like a father to Bobby, too. And
Things happen, Brad. Sometimes things happen. And sometimes we don't mean them to happen. Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
And I'm not angry with you. I'm not angry with you at all.
I just want to die right now.
Well, I don't
I'm
want
already depressed.
I understand. I don't want you to die
I went
right
through
now.
trauma with chicks that I'm dating. I was dating more than one at the same time, and they all caught me and dumped me. My mom was nothing to do with me. Harsono was the only way I was trying to get my freedom back. He was gonna let me stay out until midnight and not call the agency, and he could lose his job for that. But he did it for me. He was helping me out. I can't even talk right now.
That's okay. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to judge you at all.
I'm not a killer, though. I've seen stuff, and I'm more wanting. I'm not afraid for myself to die, but I've seen so many people I cared about dying. I would never take anybody else from anybody. Like if somebody was trying to rob somebody in a car, I would never do that with a kid around. I'm not a robber or anything. I'm not anything like that. But if I wasn't near that, I'd just leave. If somebody was involved with that, all my people that have ever been my parents that dipped or died. My grandma, when I was 7, was called. Well, I was always her favorite. And she died when I was 7, and my mom was tweaking, and all her friends abused me. And I have trauma from that, and they cut me and fucking shot me up with meth at a young age.
So you've had hard times, right? This is the one time, Brad, I think this is important. And I think by you telling me exactly what happened, you're going to feel so much better.
I didn't kill him, though.
I didn't say you did. But I think something else happened at the apartment with you and Bobby and Harsono. Can you tell me about that?
Bobby was having a breakdown, too. He was scared.
Did you both have... So Bobby was breaking down?
Yeah, he was breaking down with tears. He was first trying to check him with me.
Take a deep breath. So what happened?
I want to track him down.
You would?
I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get arrested for saying that.
Tell me what happened.
I'm not going to do it. I feel it. When I was in the car, I felt like tracking them down. The people that did it do it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to stoop to their level. I'm not a killer. I never will be. But
Tell me what happened.
I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
You know, I'm truthful with you, right?
No, you're being truthful with me. I really don't know what happened. And after that, I started having flashbacks.
So you told me you just told me right there when you and Bobby went back to the
Yes,
apartment.
we were checking around for information with people, and we were trying to look for stuff. And then I left. I had enough. I couldn't see there was too much blood, and I was not. And he was one of my best friends and family. He always counted me like a son. I couldn't be with that. My dad's never been in my life. I finally felt like I had a dad there.
Give me 2 seconds, Fred. How are you on water? You want to take some water? Drink some water. Alright, I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Alright. How you doing? Get some water in you?
I can't drink it. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I don't want you to do that. Okay, so... Yeah, just in case.
Yeah?
So... Tonight, when you went back to the apartment...
What?
When you went back to the apartment, it was you and Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you tell Bobby you were going to do something?
Why would he ever say anything like that?
Just conversation.
I'm done with him. He's my bro. I never said anything like that to him.
Okay. Well, I know you love Harsono.
I thought he was my bro. He's not my bro. He's fucked up.
And I know you love him, right?
Yeah. She's trying to put the rat on me. We didn't even do anything. Fuck. Dude, he's probably that's messed up. That is not.
Do you know a guy named David?
Yeah. I have plenty of friends, David, though.
Why would Bobby say that you guys never went back there or was changing his stories around?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
He gets nervous in front of cops. He always has.
Okay.
I don't know why he's doing that, but...
So take me back to the apartment when you guys went back. And you walked in, and you saw the place was a mess.
Okay, I went in. At first, I went to the bathroom because I took a pee. I came back in, not thinking anything. I thought Harsono was in a... I forgot I had to go pee. I forgot about that. I didn't say that earlier, but I forgot about that. And then I came back to sit on the couch, and I was like, what the fuck is over there? And like, mind my language, I'm so sorry. I feel bad for cussing in front of a female. I was disrespectful, I'm sorry. And I looked over there, and there was broken chairs, there was the entertainment center that we were going to put the TV on was broken. I don't know what all went down, but I don't know. But he's freaking trying. That's fucked up. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's quite all right.
I don't know.
So did you you saw Harsono, and you said he was not doing good?
He was making noises, but he wasn't conscious, and he sounded like he wasn't gonna make it. Like I just left the house and didn't. I just waited outside on the stairs.
Did you try to call 911 at all?
I didn't want to. I didn't I probably should have, but I didn't know. I really should have.
So you didn't.
As I didn't want, cause I had his blood on me and all the shit. So that's why I didn't do it. Cause I was already looking to see if there was evidence from somebody else being there. So that Yeah, that's why I didn't call him first. That's the only reason I didn't call him first.
So, Brad, you know why we're here?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
You're here to get the story straightened out.
So here's something that I want you to understand. Is part of the time when I talk to you, I already have answers to some of the questions, but I want your version of it. So when we got the call for Harsono, do you know that you have already been identified as coming out of that apartment? And
Yes.
that you were the one that was in the apartment during the disturbance? Do you know that there's witnesses to that?
I have what?
So during the disturbance, that you have been identified as being there. And that's why I want to talk to you.
I have no
I
idea.
don't think you did anything intentionally. I really don't.
I have no
I
idea.
think something happened tonight, and I just want to understand.
I have no idea who would be a witness, though. I'm just saying. I have no idea who would have been a witness. I don't know anybody at that apartment.
Doesn't matter whether you know him or not.
Yeah. No, I know that, but like you understand, like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop going there. Yeah, but yeah. Now, if they heard rackets, and like.
You love Harsono,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to do him right?
Yeah,
He's family.
but like, what I'm trying to say is when we did make a lot of noise moving that stuff around, though.
Okay.
Like when I lifted, because there was one of the wooden pieces, the heavy wood pieces on his leg. I lifted it and the whole like caved in, and then yeah, it's
Brad, I'm here for you.
yeah.
I am here for you. I am totally here for you.
Yeah.
And I want you to think Harsono's family.
Yeah.
And something happened tonight. And you're not being truthful with me. And I know there's so much weighing on your heart right now. And there's so much weighing on your head. And there's just so much going on. And I want you to feel better. I really want you to feel better. And I know, like I told you, I know a lot of the answers to questions.
Probably Bobby's side of the story.
Not necessarily. Do you remember sending a video?
What?
Do you remember sending a video?
I talked to frickin' David, but I never sent a video.
Okay. Well, we're getting that video right now.
We didn't really video chat. We called.
Okay.
You know.
So when did you talk to David? When you were in the apartment?
No, it was in the car.
Okay.
After I had already started going through a freaking anxiety attack and flashbacks and puking all over the right door in the front, and
You got sick in the van?
yeah, I started having flashbacks of everything that's happened in my life. I puked all over the window, all over the side of the van, all over the door, and it wasn't even like any food or anything in my. I take that back. I said the only thing I ate was a burrito. I did go to a China buffet earlier.
Right.
And I threw up then. I forgot that out of there. So I forgot about that. Harsono bought me lunch. And it was right after I got the little splint on my hand from because I punched the pole yesterday before we came back to the apartment. Like a few hours before. What was I going to say? What? I said right a few hours before, and I got to punch the wall.
Did you get sick in the van? Did you get sick in the van because of everything that happened at the apartment?
Seeing all that shit made me traumatized. Like, I've seen people get shot. My cousin was chopped up in a little piece and shipped up in a suitcase to my address, and I don't like death. I'm not afraid to die, but I don't like other people being that way. It's just like it's less traumatizing when it's done to myself.
Talk to me.
I know. I would have never done anything like that.
I don't think you did anything intentionally. Okay? I think something happened tonight. something not good. And you and Bobby had something to do with it. I already know that. What I want is your side of the story. And Brett, please don't tell me that you guys didn't do anything. I just think of your heart. Think of Harsono. I'm not angry with you. I'm not angry. But I want this to feel better for you.
Wasn't.
It's okay. It's okay.
I wasn't trying to do anything. I'm finally coming out, okay? But it was self-defense, though. I don't want to. Oh, no.
It's okay. Hey, Brad.
It's still so fucking terrible.
I understand. Well, tell me what happened.
I came inside and I asked him, because my cousin had just got shot, and I asked him if he could talk to me. And I asked if me, him, and Bobby could talk about it, because Bobby was giving me a hug and patting my back and shit. And
was this Harsono?
No. Bobby was patting my back and being a good friend. And I was literally having a mental breakdown. I was crying earlier before I got here, and he was yelling at us and getting in our. He wasn't yelling at Bobby. He was yelling at me, saying, "Why the fuck are you late? I told you to be here by 9." And shit like that. And then he came up in my face, and I don't really remember all what happened, but he pushed me in my head. Is there a red mark on my head or somewhere anywhere? I don't really remember where my head hit. But my head hit the wall, and I got kind of lightheaded because my 10X makes me lightheaded, even if it's out of my system. And plus, I was already smoking weed, so I was already lightheaded anyway. But and he pushed me, and I hit my head, and I got lightheaded. And I'm not going to go to prison for life if it's self-defense, am I?
We're still working on all that stuff.
I'm telling you the truth now.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be in trouble for some.
We'll get to. I just want your side of the story so we can work this out together.
He pushed me into a wall. I tried. What was it? I don't even know what it was. Did he have like a screwdriver or something? What was it? I don't know what it was. But I opened the door. It was metal, some kind of metal. I don't know what it was. I didn't really look at it. But I got behind the door so he couldn't stab me. And he didn't stab through it, though. If there's a hole in it, it's because I punched it. But it wasn't even today. It was from a few days ago, and I already got taken by the cops in the ambulance because of it. But, and one of the doors is broken off, and every time you open the door, it sticks and slides back. And, yeah, you have to totally close it for the front door to open all the way. But, he had a piece of metal to me, and, I don't really remember everything after that. When I hit my head, I remember him holding some piece of metal to me and pushing me and mumbling under his breath, and then that's all I remember. That's I don't remember anything after that. I blacked out. I'm telling you the truth now.
I think there's more. There's more. It's okay.
I came out of the blackout. We did check around. But I was blacked out, though.
So, you're saying Harsono came after you with something, and
I don't know what it was, or
did you hit him?
I didn't hit him. I was waiting in the kitchen. I was about to get some juice into my cup to drink it because I was not thinking clearly, and I needed something to drink because I was dehydrated, and the Gatorades weren't doing it. Neither were the energy drinks. They were drying out my mouth, and the juice is mainly water. It's just fruit punch. Generic fruit punch. And I was asking him if him, Indy, and Bobby could talk. And then he started getting all paranoid, and I don't know what you would call it. I don't know if you would call him paranoid or just him being a dick. I do feel fucking terrible. He was my grandpa and my dad, but that's the only reason I was crying. Even if he did threaten my life, I still feel terrible. But I'm trying to get what I was saying. And I'm not like that. I'm a Christian. I go with my grandma to house doing Jehovah's Witness stuff. I'm not a killer.
Okay, that's not what I'm getting at. Look at me real quick. Tell me what happened to the apartment. You know, and he didn't black out.
But everything went red, and like I really did black out. That's why I don't remember most of anything went on.
How did Harsono get cut in the head?
I'm telling you the truth now. I hit the chair over his head. Then he grabbed the chair and tried to throw it at me, because he had already tried to hurt me once. And he threw the chair at me. He threw the chair at Bobby. I grabbed the lamp and I hit him with it. I wasn't trying to die.
See, this feels better, huh?
Yeah. He may be old, but we've wrestled before. He's not skilled. But I feel fucking terrible.
It's okay. So tell me what happened. So he threw the chair, and then you guys threw the chair.
And then he threw the chair. Then I grabbed the lamp and I threw it at him. I missed. I don't remember bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
I was blacked out for part of it, but I remember bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
I'll probably remember it all tomorrow. It doesn't the first day it happens, after I have the anxiety attacks and all that, it's blanks. But then tomorrow I remember it all, and it'll freaking kill me for the rest of my life tomorrow.
So what was Bobby doing?
He really was looking for his wallet. I wasn't lying about that. That's the reason why we came up there with him to begin with. And he was at the gate, so he wasn't inside in his room sleeping. I'm telling you the truth. I'm keep being honest with you. He used the key through the... No, I don't need it. He used the key to get in the gate. We got inside. He went. I said, Bobby's going to be in the bathroom for a minute because he's been having diarrhea. I was calm then. And then when he started yelling at me about, I don't really know what he was yelling at me about, but he was going crazy, arguing with, he would argue with the stop sign. He's crazy anyway. And, I'm fucking trying to think. I have to do every last fucking shit. I punched him with my bad hand a few times. I was just trying to knock him out. I wasn't trying to kill him. This wasn't the first time this happened. He pulled a knife on me and the cops got called and one time I did go after him with a knife, but I didn't stab him. The second time he went after me with a knife, I got put in the ambulance. He said there wasn't a knife, and then he plotted a knife in my room and said I put it on him. He went to the hospital for that. Went to the hospital for self-harm. And I also went to the hospital because I was a missing person.
So take me back. So you punched him a couple times in the face.
And I hit him in the face, and then he tried to grab me in my eye and tried to gouge my eye with his hand. And then I backed up. I pushed his hand away and I punched his face. I wasn't trying to kill him until he started throwing chairs and trying to use weapons. I wasn't trying to kill him. I was just trying to knock him out and leave.
Okay. So he threw a chair in. And what happened?
Then he threw a chair, and then I threw a chair, and I grabbed the lamp. I threw it, and I missed. And then he tried to grab the lamp. He threw it and hit me in the arm. One second. That's where I got that from, and all that. The lamp cut me, the glass. See that?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't deep or nothing. And then this was the lamp, the glass from the lamp. All swollen, as you can see. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. I'm telling you this because I'm if I don't come out and tell you the truth that it was self-defense, I'm going to prison for 25 to life, straight up.
So what happened with the TV?
I threw the TV at him. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about the TV. That ain't gonna do nothing.
Where did it hit?
Well, it didn't even hit him. And then he threw the TV. It hit me when he threw it. But I have bad aim with rectangular objects. Never, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting off subject. And like he tried to push the entertainment center onto me. I have most of it, but I did black out part of it towards the end. And he tried to push the entertainment center on me, and I lifted it up and dropped it on him.
You dropped it on Harsono.
I wasn't like I wasn't trying to kill him. I was not. I'm not like that. Like, and like, I wouldn't fucking be crying like this if I didn't care about him. Like, he's an asshole, but he's like family. And family doesn't give up on family. But I just felt threatened. He's already had cops called to me for no reason twice. He planted the knife in my room.
Where was the knife? Where did the knife come into play?
I didn't stab him today or nothing. Like, I accidentally skibbed him on the arm, and he called the cops. He was in my room. I was yelling, asking him to take me to pay $1.30 for me to go on the bus. He said he would, but then he said he wouldn't, and I said, "Can you? I really need to get out of here because I'm freaking out." And like, I passed by him, but I didn't, like, I had the knife, like, the blade like this, see? And his shoulder was like this, and I passed by it like that. I meant to be holding it like to a tilt. Not like that, but like that. And I was holding it like this. And he didn't press charges because he knew it was an accident.
Okay, that was the other day.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Okay. So tell me more about tonight, though. So after the entertainment center got dropped on him?
I don't even know if the TV did get dropped on him. I know it hit me, but I threw it at him, but I missed. I don't really remember all the stuff with the TV. I blacked out part of it. I just remember me throwing the TV and missing, and him throwing it at me and hitting me. I don't remember what hit me.
What did Bobby do to Harsono?
I don't know. I was paying attention to me and Harsono. I wasn't paying attention to him and Harsono.
Okay.
I was like, it's hard to explain.
Is that why you didn't call 911?
Yeah, because I don't want Bobby getting in trouble, and I didn't want me getting in trouble.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So after you guys hurt Harsono, you left?
Yeah, but we just left, and we were gonna go kick it out of another city in Colorado because I have friends and stuff out there. But never mind.
That's okay.
I just fucking feel terrible. I was crying in the car with Bobby.
Is that why you got sick?
No, I just got sick because I was crying and going into anaphylactic shock, whatever you call it, and I was having a panic attack and asthma all kicked in, and I almost died from going into shock, and I tried to calm my breathing, but I was literally posting on the window with it, and I stopped breathing for a few seconds from time to time.
So Harsono was mad at you for being a little bit late?
Yeah, but that's like, I don't even know like why he would do that. Unless he had a bad day with his wife, they argue all the time, but I don't know if like that's what did it or what, but he was mad at me for some reason. It wasn't even a lot past 9. It was like 9:45 and we were waiting for the bus. And plus we had to take 2 buses. That's at least 40 minutes there off the clock, so he knew we took buses, so that's another thing that got on my nerves where he got mad, because
is that why
he always gets mad because he's always driving me places and paying for gas. So I was trying to make it easy on him and using a bus ticket to get there, you know? I was trying to make it easy on him.
Okay.
I wasn't, yeah.
I appreciate you being honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
It feels better, doesn't it?
Not really, because I'm probably going to jail, but it's self-defense, but fuck.
Did you mean to hurt him?
No. I wouldn't have been acting like this if I did.
Did you just snap when you got home?
He's gonna get into my face, and I don't. He's already threatened to kill me in my sleep. I didn't tell anybody, but I did. I told the. I did. I take that back. I did tell the cops that when I got high and fell asleep on the sidewalk. Yeah, I lied to them about my age. They were like, not age. I lied to them about my name. They're like, "Hello, are you Brad?" Like, I was so high, like I didn't understand. They had to repeat themselves. Hey, sir. You look like a Brad. Are you Brad? I was like, who's Brad? Like, what the hell? I'm so tired. Like, I fell asleep on the sidewalk outside the bar and the racing car store and down the street from the veterinarian, right by the veterinarian clinic, but not in the parking lot of the veterinarian clinic. Like, what was I going to say? Oh, fuck, what was I going to say? What was I talking about?
Just falling asleep. That's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Can you run outside and come back?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. You take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Take a minute. Okay. All right. I'll be right back with you.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you.
No trouble?
We'll talk about that. We're just working on stuff right now.
I could understand if I did it out of just... Yeah, never mind.
That's okay. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be right back with you, okay?
Yeah.
Police found Brad Baker the next morning in Harsono's van parked on a residential street, covered in dried blood. He was arrested, and Bobby Chapman was arrested at a nearby household. Now, this was not a high-profile case, so information was limited. From everything I can tell, Bobby Chapman was convicted of multiple crimes in this matter and sentenced in May of 2022. He is serving a 40-year and an 8-year sentence, and he is scheduled to be released in February of 2065. Sadly, I could not find the information on exactly what his charges were, but I am assuming that they were for second-degree murder and aggravated robbery. Brad Baker pleaded guilty on August 29, 2019 to 1 count of second-degree murder and 1 count of aggravated robbery. Additional charges against him were dismissed as part of his plea agreement. Arapahoe County District Court Judge Ben Lutweiler noted the tremendously aggravated nature of this crime, and he imposed the maximum sentence permitted under the plea agreement, which was 48 years. Baker is scheduled to be released in August of 2064. Thank you all so much for watching. We have a lot more on the way, so make sure you're subscribed, and we will see you in the next one.